Pennsylvania Congressman Dan Meuser. He was at the White House for the president's tariff announcement. Dan, give me your feeling about this. Is this an opening bid to some of these countries? Is this a permanent thing? I want your impression of what you think is going on.
Well, hey, Bob. Yeah, I was there yesterday. It was quite boisterous. Most of his cabinet was there. And you know what? There were a lot of union workers. In fact, a leader in the automobile industry, union, spoke. President brought up, and he stated how this is going to be very important for American auto manufacturers. Look, we have been treated unfairly. Okay, free trade has become synonymous with unfair trade, and President Trump is recognizing that. It's easy to recognize, particularly when you see the chart that he brought up and seeing the disparities. And you know what? By creating a fair playing field and a more level playing field when it comes to trade levels, so-called tariff levels, the United States is already a very expensive place to do business, right? Our healthcare costs are higher, our pollutant controls, our taxes, our regulations. We're a litigious society. So all these things factor in. And then we give advantage to overseas manufacturers to sell into our country. We needed a reckoning. We needed a correction. President Trump is bringing it. And I'll just add this. The more made in the USA, the more supply we create, that will match demand, which will bring down inflation, which will allow interest rates to come down, which will allow more housing to take place, more car purchases, more CapEx investment, and you know, what President Trump's talking about, the golden era in manufacturing. I mean, that's the plan.
Tell me what you think Wall Street doesn't get about this. And of course, I should make clear, as somebody that has traded stocks, you know, the market goes up and goes down. And sometimes when they're getting out of one position, they could be taking that money and putting it into something else. So there may be winners and losers in these tariffs. But do you think that Wall Street is misreading, or should I just be more clear? Critics are misreading what he's trying to do, because the market right now looks like it could open down over 1,000 points. Again, this is just a snapshot, but any concern from the people in your district about these tariffs?
Well, you're right. It is a snapshot. It's the animal spirits working in the opposite direction. It's a short-term reaction, and Wall Street does that. I mean, they're seeing that there will be some spikes. There will be some rattling. It's not uncertainty, frankly. It's more certainty, and that's what the overreaction is. But in the longer term, and on Trump time, the longer term means 5 months, 6 months, 7 months at most. We will see a turnaround. So it should be a buying opportunity. And something else, Wall Street and America, but Wall Street in particular. Okay, let's show some patriotism here. Okay, this is also a national security issue. Right? We just went through a pandemic not too long ago. We couldn't buy pharmaceuticals. We had all kinds of supply side issues. We had China building ships like there's no tomorrow because they're shipping everything to us. Taiwan, where all of the chips come from, and conductors and all would crush so many businesses if for some reason they couldn't ship to us. So we need to correct this in a responsible manner. We need to do it. We need to do it for primarily national security purposes, but also our quality of life and economic prosperity. That's what will come.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right, Pennsylvania Congressman Dan Meuser, thank you, sir.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.